This game's should have been even, except that what EvolPenguin did was expand at a closer that he could defend. That way he gets transfer trope. Oh my god, tropes off his main that he was overproducing.
Transferring some chokes, huh?
Yeah, while DarkKobe cannot, which is a huge deal. And he has to make this huge like trek. It's like a voyage to his third. And just losing so much mining time, which EvolPenguin can take advantage of to get a bigger army. Plus, DarkKobe lost a.
And Evil has sent an observer over to see DarkKobe's third right now.
Yeah, which I was explaining before. I wish he would have an observer over his main army to kill that one. And DarkKobe lost a decent amount of units trying to attack into that choke.
Yeah, he did.
So
and he's splitting up his army right now, trying to get a flank, but
oh yeah,
it's gonna have to time out perfectly right now because we have cannons down.
DarkKobe definitely needs more colossi. Definitely needs more colossi. 2 colossi aren't in this huge battle that's going on, and it's coming up now, but I think it might be too late. EvolPenguin still has 4 colossi up, 5 colossi up. I think that's just too many. Yeah.
He's got a void ray out.
Yeah, it's just like 5 colossi fighting against 3 is just too many, even if for 5 seconds. It just does too much damage. You cannot let him get that much of an advantage.
Yeah, there's no way he can take down these 5 colossi now.
And it's yeah, exactly. Once you don't have a supporting army and the colossi number to match his, you cannot take out his colossus. Which means you cannot win the game, unfortunately. Which is what PvP boils down to is.
And his third's actually, DarkKobe's third's actually getting his probes off to get pulled off.
Oh yeah, because he expanded to a close spot where he could defend, and that's really just gonna make all the difference.
Took down the forge, took down the citadel. That's GG.
There's GG.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I think the last game you could have had a much bigger advantage had you chosen to. Kind of a shame. EvolPenguin is definitely pretty good.
He is good. I mean, he's smart enough of a player to pick Protoss.
Oh, definitely.
And so I think that makes him pretty good.
Yeah, it definitely. You know, you pick Protoss, you're in a good shape.
I mean, you buy StarCraft. That's step 1. Step 2 is like, do I want to win or do I want to lose?
Yeah.
And then you got to decide to pick Protoss. And then if you don't, you're kind of screwed.
Exactly.
But
any last thoughts about how you could have won that game? Because you definitely had a lead in this game, particularly for a part. Discounting games 2 and 3 where you were behind and trying to get ahead. You definitely sort of had a lead in this game. What do you think, your biggest mistakes were?
Well, basically during that match, I was ahead because just like I think I was 1 down on Colossus, but I did have the 1-1-1 upgrade while he had the 1-1 upgrade only.
1-0. Yeah, 1-0.
Okay, so but basically, I think in that big battle, it came down to the Colossus sniping, because he actually was sniping my Colossus with his Colossus, while I wasn't sniping his Colossus with my Colossus. And well, so basically during big battles, usually when Protoss would go mass Colossus, usually sniping, like during the big battle, sniping other your opponent's Colossus with your own Colossus is really important.
Okay.
But then also at that point, I was actually going to go for a mothership.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, because you see my fleet
Oh
beacon.
wow! Yeah. Okay, I see the fleet beacon.
Yeah, and basically, usually for you players out there, when you're going for a unit, when you're going for a Protoss unit, but a Protoss player, but when you usually go for or actually any races, when you usually go for a unit that is either a game breaker or I mean, a game changer or a game closer, such as the mothership, um, you invest a lot of money and resources in that, and you want to wait for that to come out before you engage in attacking. And basically, I mean, I had to contain, of course, and when you had to contain like that, there isn't really much to any reason to move in, because you do have to.
You backed off the contain and let him take his third right when he wanted to take his third.
Oh yeah, that's because he had two Colossus against my one Colossus. Because I saved one Colossus in the back to defend the warp gate, warp prism.
Okay. But
Yeah. So that's why I moved out. But even then, I was still. I think. Yeah, I was. Like slightly ahead, but
Yeah, he was still slightly ahead.
yeah, because but then like I had to contain and I had to upgrade, and there wasn't really any reason to engage, which was my mistake. And I was engaging at the point where I was gaining that game changing and game closing unit, which is the mothership. And when you're ahead and you got to contain, yeah, you shouldn't engage like that. And also, definitely that Colossus sniping micro was something that is really important when it comes down to this big Colossus battles. But yeah, so if I waited for my mothership and did the vortex or something, I think I would have got that game easily. But um, I engaged, and of course the great Colossus micro sniping by EvolPenguin. Let's not take away anything from EvolPenguin. He played really well.
Of course not.
And so basically,
take it all away.
Came down to that and stuff. But basically as a overall, I mean, I learned a lot from this series. Basically, experimenting with different builds and also even playing the standard builds. I still learned a lot from this game. So, I mean, I think it was a great series. I don't know about you guys, but yeah.
So he definitely hit a timing when you wanted to get your mothership out. So he had a slight advantage in that point, and he also did the micro a little better, is what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I didn't really micro at all. I could just click my army and a click.
Well,
I mean,
I don't think we can discount the fact that DarkKobe had his third out so far, and he had to pull all of his probes off of it because he couldn't defend it.
I don't think that had much to do, because he got crushed this battle. Like, EvolPenguin still has 5 Colossus left, which is huge.
It came down to the Colossus, my god. And I think because I had to stockpile money and stuff, I should have thrown down extra robotics to.
Robotics bay.
Yeah.
Robotics yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So just to pump out more Colossus, but even then, I still think if I just waited for the mothership and also done the Colossus sniping. Then I would have been good, because once the vortex is done and I split my Colossus, and once the vortex is done, then all that Colossus splash damage and stuff, and also my Colossus spread out, so even if the Colossus was sniping at me, it wouldn't do as much. It wouldn't take out as much Colossus, So yeah. So basically, for all the players out there, I mean, these are the types of decisions, and because basically me engaging that battle was just the wrong decision, and decisions like that during that battle is really important. That it decides the game, whether you win or lose and stuff.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Definitely understand now, because I did not understand why you were behind a little at the end battle. And it was apparently because you were going for a mothership.
Well, not because of that, but also because of the Colossus sniping. Mainly.
No. I'm talking about right before that battle happened. You were 1 Colossus behind, I think.
Yeah, but yeah.
Which is probably because you invested into a Stargate and a fleet beacon. Sort of a risky build, especially on Delta Quadrant, where your naturals are so close to each other.
Oh well, I had the resources, so I think it
Well,
was.
but like you said, it might have been smarter to get the extra robo.
Definitely,
Yeah.
definitely would have been smarter to get the extra robo, or like been pumping out void rays for the entire time or something like that. Definitely not a mothership on Delta Quadrant. Delta Quadrant might be very deceptive into thinking that it's a very big map because 4 players, but the